Welcome to School of Civil Engineering. As we have started a series about wind load analysis according to BNBC 2017 with respect to ASCE 705 and 710. So this is the last lecture about wind load analysis, and if you're new here, you have to see our previous video. The link are given in description, and today I'm going to discuss about that how we'll input data for ASCE 710 with the data of BNBC 2017. So let's start. So first of all, I'll open Excel file, and here we'll use that data. And if you're following my previous lecture, then you know about that Excel file. So here everything would be fixed, just we have to change here for wind load perpendicular to XY direction so that we can input data for X direction. So here is our data for X direction. Now we'll go to Etabs, and here we'll go to defined and load pattern, and I'll give here 710, and for a 710 X direction and from wind, and from here I have to select 710 ASCE 710. So and everything will be same, so click here add. And if in a previous video I have discussed about ASCE 75, ASCE 705, and there have another video about BNBC ASCE 75 and ASCE 710 for seismic load, and there have an Excel file. By using that you can calculate your wind load easily. So here, and one thing that is totally free for everyone who want to learn really, and from my wish I am just doing that for them who want to learn about that, just nothing but. So here 710 we have to go modify, and from here we have to input our data. So it will be here exposure from extended of diaphragm and program determined, that will be. So from here we have to change our value. Here first of all, basic wind speed 166.65 to 166.652. B topographic factor 1 and gust factor we have to change. .8415 and other value, its KD it's 0.85 here. And if you I'm just doing that quickly, and if you need to know about details, so you have to watch the previous 3 video. There I've discussed everything. So from here first story bracket to 1, and from here you have to select here create wall set, because there have 4 types of set according to ASCE code. And from here you have to go it's 0, and you have to define diaphragm, that we have already done that. So okay, so we have done for X direction Now we'll do it for y direction. So it's okay, wind load, it's okay. Click add, then for y direction we'll go modify. So here before that we have to go here and we have to select here x, the wind direction perpendicular to x. Here you are seeing that value have changed, only that value have changed for that. So, and by using that Excel sheet you can use ASCE. For ASCE version of code, just you have to input here your area value, and from here, in our previous video I have told you that exposure type will be for A it will be B in ASCE, for B it will be C, and for C it will be D for ASCE. So here again 166.652, here A for B, and topographical value, that's okay. Gust factor 0.8495, maybe 8495. Then here KD, okay, done. From here Storey 1, parapet 1. I'm just going fast. Again I'm telling you that you have to go to know about details in our previous video. Here 90. So okay, I'm just going to see that here 0 degree, okay, 0 degree for x direction and 90 degree for y direction. So here done, here our value are done. So go okay, and again go here, run. It's analyzing our model, and if you have any question you can comment me below, or you can mail me for your personal suggestion, and absolutely free. All of my tutorial for everyone. I'm just here to teach others that what I know. I always appreciate that by using our content by using our knowledge we can help others, so that we can build a good environment for everyone, especially for our civil engineering passion. I believe that this is a noble passion for everyone, and we protect thousands of millions of people in the world when they are inside of a building. So it should be very important, it should be very consciousness to everyone that we should do something better for them. So it's done. It's done for ASCE 075. So now we'll go here to compare about that. We can go here, display, here Storey response plot. So from here WX, we're seeing that our maximum displacement was 21.95. maximum displacement are 21.95 millimeter. So I'll go for 10. Here we're seeing that according to 10 our maximum displacement are 18.9597, and if we go for y direction, it's showing that according to y direction the maximum displacement at 11.15, and for 10 it's showing 9.58. so we are seeing that according to 5 or according to 10 it's showing us a difference between the value. I mean the 10 are showing us more economical design, and this is the Storey displacement. So here a Storey displacement. From here we can see the maximum estuary displacement. Okay, done. Now we'll go here, close that. Now I'll go here and create report, show project report. It's creating project report, and from project report we'll see that which value it's showing us. It's generating report and taking some time because I am screening my screen, that's why. So I found that I will zoom it and I'll go down. I'll compare our result here. This is result for ASCE 705 in X direction. For X direction, we know that our all value are same, but for top estuary we're seeing that for top estuary it's saying us for lateral load to estuaries for 0 direction it's showing us 386. We'll go down. Uh, 386. Here it's showing 386. A lateral load to estuary for 0 direction, and here lateral load to estuary at 90 degree. So again we'll go for ASCE, that is for ASCE Y direction. We'll go for ASCE X direction for 10 version. Here ASCE 710. You can watch that the every value are same. So here it's showing us a huge difference between our ASCE and ASCE for 10 and 7. It's showing a difference. So if we go here, it's showing us that the value is here 258.8 on, but for 705 it's showing 300. So it's showing that if we use ASCE 710, then our building will be more economical. And I'll suggest you to use ASCE 705 so that we can use that data for BNBC 2017 or ASCE 705. And if you want to use ASCE for ASCE 710, then you have to analyze it by yourself. And here, according to previous, I'm again telling you, this is not for commercial, this is only for learning or for educational purpose. That's why if you want to apply that in your real life, you just have to practice about one, and you have to justify by yourself that this Excel file is okay. That calculation, after all, I'm a human and I can done mistake. So thank you very much. Stay connected till next video.